In this episode, we look at message-based attacks and why attackers keep returning to the communication tools people already use every day. Email is still a major path for phishing, malware delivery, credential theft, and fraud, but it is no longer the only place where these attacks happen. Attackers also use short message service, SMS, rich communication services, RCS, instant messaging, IM, and workplace collaboration platforms because those channels feel familiar, fast, and trusted. A message does not have to break into a system by force if it can convince you to click, reply, approve, download, scan, or sign in. That is the central idea. Many attacks begin by using normal communication behavior against you. The attacker studies how people work, how they respond to urgency, how they trust familiar tools, and how easily a message can move from one channel to another. Before we continue, a quick note. This audio course is part of our companion study series. The first book is a detailed study guide that explains the exam and helps you prepare for it with confidence. The second is a Kindle-only ebook with 1,000 flashcards you can use on your mobile device or Kindle for quick review. You can find both at CyberAuthor.me in the Bare Metal Study Guide series. Message-based attacks work because communication is built on trust and speed. You receive a message, recognize the sender or the platform, and decide what to do. Most of the time, that process is harmless. You answer a coworker, open a document, approve a calendar invite, or click a link to a shared file. Attackers take advantage of that routine. They design messages that look normal enough to pass quickly through your judgment. The message may pretend to be from a supervisor, vendor, customer, help desk, delivery service, bank, or cloud application. It may create urgency by saying an account will close, a payment is late, a package is delayed, or a document needs approval. The goal is to move you from careful thinking into fast reaction. Message-based attacks are not only technical tricks. They are attacks against attention, habit, trust, and workload. Email phishing is the classic example because email reaches almost everyone in an organization. A phishing email tries to trick the recipient into doing something helpful for the attacker. That might mean clicking a link, opening an attachment, entering credentials, approving a request, or replying with sensitive information. Some phishing is broad and low quality, sent to many people with obvious errors. Other phishing is carefully written and targeted. Spear phishing is phishing aimed at a specific person, team, or role. Whaling is phishing aimed at senior leaders or high-value individuals. Business email compromise is a form of fraud where attackers use email deception to trick people into sending money, changing payment details, or revealing sensitive information. The danger is not only the link or attachment. The danger is that the email can imitate normal business pressure well enough to make the request feel routine. Email attacks often use links because links can take you to a fake sign-in page, a malicious download, or a site that collects information. A fake sign-in page may copy the look of a familiar cloud service, bank, or company portal. You enter a username and password because the page looks close enough to the real thing, and the attacker captures them. Some attacks also try to capture multi-factor authentication, MFA, approvals, or session tokens, which can let the attacker act as you even after the password step. Attachments are another common path. A file may appear to be an invoice, report, voice message, resume, shipping label, or scanned document. The attacker chooses file names and topics that fit daily work. Even when security tools block many bad messages, some will still arrive because attackers constantly change wording, links, domains, and delivery methods. SMS attacks are often called smishing, which is phishing through text messages. Text messages can feel personal and immediate because they arrive on a phone, often with a notification that interrupts whatever you are doing. Attackers use that immediacy. A text may claim that a bank account is locked, a package needs delivery confirmation, a toll payment is overdue, a job application needs a response, or a security code must be verified. The message may include a shortened link or a link that looks close to a real brand name. The phone screen makes careful inspection harder because the display is smaller, people are often moving, and the message may arrive outside normal work context. A person who would be cautious on a work computer may tap quickly on a phone. That difference in attention is exactly what attackers want. Rich communication services adds more features to mobile messaging, which can make messages look more polished and convincing. RCS can support richer branding, images, buttons, read receipts, and more interactive communication than older SMS messages. Those features can be useful for legitimate businesses, but attackers can also benefit from anything that makes a message feel official or convenient. A message with a logo, button, and polished layout may feel more trustworthy than plain text. That does not mean RCS is bad by itself. It means richer communication can create richer deception when trust cues are abused. Attackers may use branding, urgency, and mobile convenience together. The lesson is to treat the channel as only one piece of the decision. A message can arrive through a modern, polished system and still be fraudulent. Trust should come from verified context, not from appearance alone. Instant messaging attacks follow people into faster, less formal conversations. IM may happen through personal messaging apps, enterprise chat systems, direct messages, or social platforms. These channels often feel more conversational than email, which can lower suspicion. A short message from someone who appears to be a coworker may ask whether you are available, then move into a request for a password reset, gift card purchase, file review, or approval. The attacker may impersonate a manager, recruiter, technician, vendor, or teammate. In a fast chat environment, people may respond before checking carefully. Attackers may also use compromised accounts, which makes the message even more convincing. If the message truly comes from a coworker's account, the name and profile picture may look right. The problem is that the person controlling the account may no longer be the real coworker. Collaboration tools create powerful attack paths because many organizations rely on them for daily work. These platforms may include team channels, direct messages, shared documents, project boards, meeting chats, file storage, workflow approvals, and application integrations. Attackers are interested in these tools because they sit close to work decisions. A malicious message in a collaboration platform may include a fake shared document, a request to approve an application, a link to a meeting recording, or a notice about a project deadline. Since people expect collaboration tools to contain internal work, they may trust them more than external email. If an attacker compromises one account, they may send messages inside the organization from a trusted identity. That can create a chain reaction, where one compromised account leads to more clicks, more stolen credentials, and more access across connected services. Attackers follow users into trusted communication tools because trust reduces resistance. A security warning from an unknown website may make you pause, but a message in a work chat from someone you recognize may not. A link in a personal text may feel separate from work security, even if it leads to credential theft that affects work accounts. A shared document may feel safe because it appears inside a familiar collaboration platform. Attackers understand that people divide their attention across many tools. They also understand that organizations often protect email more heavily than other channels. If email filtering becomes stronger, attackers may shift to text messages, chat platforms, social messages, or collaboration invitations. The attacker's goal is not loyalty to one method. The goal is to reach you through whatever channel makes the request feel believable and low friction. Many message-based attacks rely on impersonation. Impersonation means pretending to be someone or something trusted. That could be a boss, executive, coworker, vendor, customer, bank, delivery company, government office, software provider, or help desk. The attacker may copy names, logos, writing style, profile photos, email addresses, or message formatting. Some impersonation is crude, but some is careful. Attackers may research people online, study organizational roles, and time messages around real events. If a company is hiring, recruiting messages may be used. If a company uses a certain cloud service, fake service alerts may be used. If a team is working on invoices, fake payment messages may be used. Impersonation works best when the request matches the recipient's expectations. That is why context matters. A message is more dangerous when it fits what you already believe could happen. Urgency and emotion are also common features of message-based attacks. Attackers want to shorten the time between receiving the message and taking action. They may use fear by claiming an account will be locked or money will be lost. They may use authority by pretending the request comes from leadership. They may use helpfulness by asking you to assist a coworker, customer, or vendor. They may use curiosity with a message about a document, photo, invoice, complaint, or delivery. They may use scarcity by saying an opportunity is about to expire. These emotional triggers are not random. They are designed to interrupt normal caution. A strong security habit is to slow down when a message pushes you to move quickly, especially when it asks for credentials, money, sensitive data, approvals, downloads, or a change to normal process. Message-based attacks can also move across channels. An attacker may begin with email, then ask you to continue by text. They may start in a collaboration tool, then send a link to a fake login page. They may send a text that leads to a phone call, or a chat message that leads to a file download. Moving channels can make the attack harder to evaluate because each step may feel small. The first message may only ask whether you are available. The next may ask for a quick favor. The next may create urgency. By the time the sensitive request appears, the conversation may feel established. This is why security awareness should focus on the full pattern, not just one message. You are looking for unexpected channel changes, unusual urgency, sensitive requests, strange links, and requests that bypass normal procedures. Defending against message-based attacks requires both technical controls and human judgment. Technical controls may filter malicious email, block known bad links, scan attachments, warn about external senders, detect suspicious logins, limit risky applications, and protect collaboration platforms. Strong authentication helps reduce the damage from stolen passwords. Access controls limit what a compromised account can reach. Monitoring can detect unusual behavior after a click or sign-in. But technology cannot remove every risky message from every channel. You also need clear reporting paths so a suspicious message can be reported quickly. People should know that reporting is helpful, not embarrassing. A reported message can warn the security team, protect others, and reveal a campaign early. The goal is not to shame someone for being targeted. The goal is to make the whole organization harder to fool. For you as a new security learner, the practical mindset is to examine the request, not just the message. Ask whether the request is expected, whether the channel makes sense, whether the sender's behavior matches normal patterns, and whether the action would expose credentials, money, data, or access. A legitimate-looking message can still make an illegitimate request. A familiar account can still be compromised. A polished mobile message can still lead to fraud. A shared document can still be a trap. Safe behavior often means verifying through a separate trusted path before taking a sensitive action. That might mean contacting the person through a known phone number, using a bookmarked site instead of a link, or following an established approval process. The key is not paranoia. The key is calm verification when the request carries risk. As you continue with Security Plus version 8 and SY0801, remember that message-based attacks are successful because they meet people where they already work and communicate. Email, SMS, RCS, IM, and collaboration tools all create paths for deception when attackers abuse trust, speed, familiarity, and routine behavior. The technical details may change from one platform to another, but the pattern remains steady. The attacker wants you to believe the message, take the next step, and create access or advantage. Strong defenses combine filtering, authentication, monitoring, reporting, access control, and user awareness. The most important idea is that the communication channel does not make a message safe by itself. Security comes from understanding the request, verifying the context, and recognizing when normal communication is being used as the attack path.
Thanks for listening. For more audio courses, daily newsletters, and more, please visit baremetalcyber.com.